Hi, my name is Mark, and I want to tell you a story. My story about how love, trust, and betrayal can change your life forever, but also how hitting rock bottom can become the moment you rise stronger than ever before. For years, I was the kind of guy who thought if I just worked hard enough, gave everything I had, then everything would be okay. I worked 2 jobs, sometimes 16 hours a day, just to support the woman I loved, Lisa. I wanted her to have every chance I never had, every opportunity she dreamed about. I told myself that love meant sacrifice, and I was ready to give it all. I believed if I gave her my time, my money, my energy, she would appreciate it. She would stay. I was wrong. Lisa and I met in college. She was this bright, ambitious woman full of dreams. Dreams about opening her own boutique, traveling the world, living life on her own terms. I was drawn to her fire, her passion. I wanted to help make those dreams real, so I took on extra shifts. I worked late nights at a diner, early mornings delivering packages, barely sleeping. Every dollar I made went toward helping her, paying bills, buying materials for her little business ideas, even small surprises like dinner or tickets to shows. I pushed myself to the limit, telling myself it was all worth it because love demands that kind of effort. But then things started to change. At first, it was small stuff, little cracks in the perfect picture I'd painted. She became distant, defensive when I asked simple questions about her day or who she was with. Her phone would buzz late at night, and she'd quickly hide the screen when I looked over. Plans she made with me suddenly got canceled with vague excuses. Stress, work, tiredness. She started coming home late, smelling of perfume I didn't recognize. I wanted to believe it was nothing, just stress or friends hanging out. But a little voice inside me whispered that something wasn't right. I ignored it. I brushed it off. I told myself I was just being paranoid. One day, I got off work earlier than usual. I wanted to surprise Lisa, cook dinner, maybe just spend some time together. I walked into our apartment, and the door was unlocked. Something didn't feel right. I stepped inside, and there they were. Lisa, my Lisa, sitting on the couch, laughing with Chris. Chris, my best friend since childhood. The guy I trusted more than anyone in this world. They didn't even notice me at first. When they finally did, the look in their eyes said everything I needed to know. I stood frozen, like the ground beneath me had vanished. I didn't say a word. I just turned and walked out, trying to hold myself together on the street. That night was the worst of my life. I felt numb, betrayed not only by Lisa but by Chris, the person I thought would always have my back. I kept replaying moments in my head. Every time I stayed late at work so she'd be comfortable, every time I trusted Chris with my secrets and dreams. It was like my whole world was a lie. For weeks, anger, sadness, confusion mixed inside me. I was lost. I wanted to crumble, to disappear. I almost did. But then one night, sitting alone in a small diner, nursing a black coffee that tasted like my broken heart, an old man sat next to me and started talking. He told me something that hit me deep. Sometimes, son, people show you who they really are. It hurts, but it's better to see the truth than live a lie. Those words stayed with me. For the first time, I realized I'd spent so much time living for Lisa, for others, that I forgot to live for myself. I was ready for a change. I decided to take control of my life. Not for anyone else, but for me. I started small. I went back to the gym, started eating better, read books I'd been putting off. I reconnected with friends who truly cared about me. I enrolled in night classes to learn new skills, skills that could help me find a better job. And most importantly, I began to follow a passion I'd always pushed aside: woodworking. I started a small side business making handmade wooden pieces. It was hard. Some days I wanted to give up, but every small victory reminded me I was more than my past mistakes and betrayals. Months went by, and I grew stronger, not just physically but inside. I wasn't just surviving anymore. I was living. If you're going through something like I did, feeling betrayed, broken, or lost, know this: your value doesn't depend on how others treat you. It depends on how you rise after you fall. Pain is real. Heartbreak is brutal, but it's also a chance. a chance to rebuild, a chance to find who you really are underneath all the hurt. I'm not the same person I was before. I'm better, and you can be better too.